Fend for yourselves.
Okay. And did something fall off of it? Did it break? It broke. Oh. All right, here we go. We got two things to do today. Today is a cocktail day. We're going to do one of my favorite drinks of the spring and summer that I've ever had. I just happen to have created it, so you know that makes it great. And I am going to demonstrate for you how to make the perfect scrambled eggs. And you say, well, that's the first thing people learn how to cook. Toddlers can do scrambled eggs. That's true. And I also believe that only toddlers should be eating scrambled eggs because adults should eat fried eggs. Nonetheless, I'm going to show you how to do it. Now, first of all, we're going to start with the cocktail. Cocktail is one that I have done on the internets in the past, but it was a long time ago. And I wasn't nearly as famous back then as I am now. So this is going to be good for all you people who are what you call Johnny-come-latelys. Because you ain't been here. I know you ain't been here. Starting with whatever size glass this is with ice. And we're going to put 2 ounces of vodka. You can use whatever vodka you want. You say, what kind of vodka is that? That's probably a mid-shelf vodka, but we're mixing it with orange soda. So does it really matter? Do you need top-of-the-line vodka if we're going to mix it with orange soda? Now, in Winfield, Louisiana, where I'm from, this would not be called an orange soda. You know what that would be called? An orange Coke. Because that's all the soft drinks are. It's Coke and then different flavors of Coke. Orange Coke, Sprite Coke, Dr. Pepper Coke. What kind of Coke? Hey, will you get me a Coke when you go to the store? What kind you want? Give me a Dr. Pepper. Just the way it is. All right, so now we're going to go this much of the orange soda. Now this is diet because it's what I had in the house. You can use regular if you want. It doesn't matter. I'm just trying to get through this. I'm telling you, this is a phone it in edition of Fend for Yourselves. Not that I don't care about entertaining you. I really do. But, I mean, I got to get this over with. Now, a little splash of sweet and sour mix, and it's going to take a little of that harshness out of it, of the vodka. You know, because sometimes when you mix vodka with a soft drink, it kind of gets a little bite to it. This kind of takes that away. So we're going to do about that much, and maybe a little bit. Okay, so a pretty good splash of sweet and sour mix, and you stir it up. Now, you don't have to have a feminine looking spoon like this, but I do have one, so, you know, I'm trying to dress it up for TV. And this is actually good for stirring a beverage, not good for eating cereal. Trust me, I mean, I've had a hard time with that in the past. All right, so there you go. I call that orange soda and vodka. I think I did have a name for it at one time, like a TJ Crush or something like that. A TJ Crush. And I'm gonna give this a little. Oh, let me put that down, or we won't have part 2 of the Fend for Yourselves. Mr. Todd, you want to try that? Sure. We'll let him try that off camera, because hand me what you've been so excited about since you've been at my house today. I swear he's going to prom. He found this in the refrigerator. A grape spiked drink.
Both are good.
He's like, man, why didn't you tell me you had these grape things out there? All right, so let's get ready. We're going to do perfect scrambled eggs.
Summer is coming, and that means lots of great live music. And this summer, that means Train with special guests Jewel and Blues Traveler. Thursday, June 30th, they'll be at PNC Music Pavilion in Charlotte. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com for Train with special guests Jewel and Blues Traveler.
When disaster strikes, you can count on the emergency damage experts at Paul Davis. Fire, flood, mold, or a storm, it doesn't matter. You can contact Paul Davis. Always devoted, always polite, always respectful of your needs. Learn more at acetj.com/Paul Davis.
Why am I showing you how to make scrambled eggs today? Well, several reasons. To be honest with you, one reason is because Mr. Todd, the cameraman's got a little time crunch today. So I had to do something that's going to be quick. The other thing is that People overcook scrambled eggs and they don't make them fluffy. I like my scrambled eggs fluffy. I don't like them to be the texture of an omelet like that. I don't want it like that. I want fluffy scrambled eggs. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Here's what you're going to need today. You're going to need a mug, a whisk, a pan, a spatula. This is actually called a spoonula. See, because it's grooved out like a spoon and a spatula combination. It's a spoonula. I'll spoonula you. You're gonna need 2 eggs, a napkin, salt and pepper. And you see I brought out the fancy salt and pepper shakers today. You're going to need non-stick cooking spray, a tablespoon of butter, and just a couple of splashes of milk. Oh, and a plate. You're gonna need a plate. All right, so let's get to cooking. If you want to sleep better and lose weight, then the product that you need is called Calitrin, or you can pronounce it Calitrin. Very easy for you to get. Just go to acetj.com/weight loss. acetj.com/weight loss for Calitrin. What you want is a medium heat, maybe even medium to low. So we're not looking to rush scrambled eggs, just like we're not looking to rush anything we're cooking, really. All right, so we got the pan, it's heating up. And while it's heating, this is what we're gonna do with our mug. Now this mug was left over from St. Patrick's Day. My wife got me that, you know why? Because she loves me, that's why. So I'm using this because I find it easier to beat eggs in a mug rather than a bowl. Unless you got a bunch of eggs you're beating at one time, then you're an egg beater, which I'll call the cops. If you got a lot of them at one time, then you get a big bowl so they don't slosh out. But I like doing it in the small working space of a mug. So why did you need the napkin? Look at this. Look, let me teach you this. So you got the no napkin. Look, they start rolling everywhere. Napkin, look at that. They don't. Oh God, I'm stretching here. All right, so here we go. Here's another reason for the napkin. Crack the egg and bust it up in there. That's 1 egg. These are extra large eggs, I think. And then what are we doing with the discarded shells? We're putting them on that napkin, y'all. We put them on the napkin. Now, a couple of splashes of milk, all right? Now, why do I have the milk in this? Strictly because I'm trying to, you know, be fancy for the video. That's it. 1 splash, 2 splash. 1 splash per egg. And now we're gonna beat it. Let's get it all up in there. Now you don't have to beat it to oblivion. You're gonna be all right. Nothing looks more attractive than a portly man beating eggs. The whole face was shaking. Okay. All right, this would have been a better move, just with the wrist. See, I'm not shaking. I'm looking like I'm looking like The Rock now, or somebody muscled up. Okay, got that going, and I like to just make sure that nothing's gonna stick, so I give it a quick spray with this. Boom, you using too much. And then we're gonna put that butter in there. Boom. Sound like that butter is frozen, but it's not. And work it around, because this butter is going to be the fat in the eggs, and it's going to keep it from sticking, and it's going to make them delicious. Now, it's not necessary to have unsalted butter for this, but I use unsalted butter. And for one reason is because unsalted butter can withstand the heat. I don't know if I've covered that before on Fend for Yourselves.
You have.
But if you are cooking in high heat and you put regular butter in there, it's gonna burn, scorch, and that's nasty. So use unsalted butter to get a higher heat to keep the butter from scorching. Now, we don't have to worry about it here though, but I just grabbed the unsalted anyway. Now you're gonna pour it in, get it in there, right? And your pan shouldn't be too hot. And then you take your spoonula and just start going in circles. And you see how that's already starting to clot up a little bit. I guess that's the proper term for it. I mean, I'm sure it's not the proper term for it. And then we're just gonna start flipping it around constantly. Just flip it, flip it. And you see that it's not cooking too fast, it's not sticking to the pan. And I want them to be fluffy, and I don't want them to be overcooked. And I'm gonna show you how to do that. Overcooking is bad. You know what else is bad about eggs when you're cooking breakfast for people?
What?
Is when the eggs are done and they don't come on.
Oh.
I say, hey, breakfast is ready. Come on, your eggs are getting cold. And they keep talking and talking and talking. And they, come on, your eggs are getting cold. I didn't come over here and cook all this stuff for it to get cold. Jody, you and your sister stop talking. Sorry. Okay, now look. You see that consistency they are right there? They're ready to come out of here. Because the rule is, scrambled eggs, if they look done in the pan, they're going to be overcooked on the plate. So scrape them out on your plate when they're that consistency. All right? And why? Because when they're sitting there steaming like that, they're continuing to cook. So they'll finish cooking as they're steaming. So you got a big pile of steaming eggs right there. Doesn't that sound appetizing? A big old pile of steaming eggs. Now, this is when you want to season them. Now, if you're frying eggs, you can put the salt and pepper and all that stuff on the eggs while you're frying them. But scrambled, I like to wait, and I'm gonna put, because you know I love salt. And salt doesn't come out of these very well. That's when I like my old-fashioned salt shaker. And put a little pepper on there. Look at that. Now I put that on the side of the plate like I'm about to have some bacon and toast with it, but I'm not. These are just scrambled eggs. And since we're in a hurry, let's not do the whole charade of Mr. Todd coming over and sitting down. I'm just gonna feed him behind the camera.
Oh my God.
You know, like two masculine guys would do. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Oh, it's hot though. Watch it, baby.
Oh man, those are good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I can taste the butter.
Yep.
That butter's good.
Right. Butter is good. You heard it right there from Mr. Todd. The butter is good.
That was good.
Okay, so you can take this now if you want to put that on an egg sandwich. If you want to put it on a breakfast burrito, you can do that. And do all kinds of other things that I am telling you about that you already know, like you're a moron and you don't know what you can do with scrambled eggs. Why am I telling them? They know what to do with scrambled eggs. Scrambled eggs. There you go. So, I guess that's it, ladies and gentlemen. The perfect scrambled eggs right out of my kitchen. And yes, it is my kitchen. Don't belong to nobody else. It's my kitchen. I love you. Oh, wait. Before I say that, don't forget to go to fendforyourselves.com to get the recipe and the instructions and everything. We've started doing that now because y'all complaining and whining about it. So there you go. You can go get the recipe and how to do it and all of that at fendforyourselves.com. Thank you very much for watching. In all seriousness, I love you all. But I got to go. That might be a good one.
Dude, that's a great one. That was super fast and easy.